Hello, everybody. It is Friday the 13th, October 2017. Man, do we have a great episode for you guys today. It is called the Dopisode with your boy Ryan Menke, the co-host of the Uneducated Experts. He's also a veteran. He's also active duty. So like we always do, we throw in that disclaimer. Anything that Menke says, Staff Sergeant Menke says, is his sweet, twisted veteran view and not, and I repeat, not an official statement from the Department of Defense or the United States Army. Man, great episode, good man. Had some interesting topics. A lot of laughs. Apparently, we're a lot alike. So if you like me, you're going to like him. If not, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Everybody, thank you for supporting us. And always, you can reach us at Veteran Effect or Facebook /Veteran Effect, at Twitter at Veteran_Effect, Instagram Veteran_Effect, on Gmail at veteraneffect@gmail.com. And then also, you can reach me by listening to the podcast. I mean, you're listening to now, whether it's on iTunes, Spreaker, a Podcast Addict, and everywhere else we do it. If you guys have any ideas, any questions, complaints, concerns, moans, groans, anything like that, let me know, and we'll see what we can do about it. All right, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. That's them. Huh. All right, guys, enjoy.
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
What this army's done to me?
What this army's done to me?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
Mama, mama, can't you see?
What this army's done to me?
What this army's done to me?
And everybody, welcome to Dopisode. This is not episode 8, this is Dopisode with your host, Francisco Valencia, and your man.
You need my name?
Yes, Ryan Menke, Mr. Menke. How you
They
doing
call
today?
me the dope man.
The dope man. I don't think they can call you the dope man. You're in the Army, man. You're still not the dope man yet.
Nah, see, it's not. See, everyone takes it as the dope man, like I'm selling drugs. Life is dope, bro, and you gotta enjoy it. And everyone around me is always enjoying life, so I'm just the one passing out the dope.
There you go, the dopeness. All right, so this is Dopisode. So let's jump into a few questions, and we'll get into your topics today, man.
Let's get it.
All right, so when did you join the Army?
I joined the Army in January 2009.
January 2. Young blood. Why did you join?
Because I didn't want to go to jail and I didn't want to die.
Go to the Army, go to jail.
I guess there's some there's some context needed behind that. So I'm from a town called Merced, California.
Ooh.
You've probably never heard of it.
I've heard of it.
It's right between Fresno and Modesto. I mean, I know you've heard about it, but I'm saying everyone else probably hasn't.
It's the butt crack of California.
Man, I wouldn't even call it the butt crack. It's like the hairy, dirty taint. So, if you're not a farmer or like a gang member, like you don't really fit in there. Most of the farmers are like gang members at night when they're done farming. I was wild before. Like I was one of them bad apples. I was wild, did a lot of dumb shit, and started seeing people I know go to jail or worse circumstances. So, actually, funny story is, my cousin and my homeboy, like, I was the only friend with a job in a car, right? So I used to get off work and be like, "Yo, what y'all doing?" And I could never find them. Like out of nowhere, it just started, right? I could never find them. And finally, like a couple weeks into this, they hit me up and like, "Yo, can we get a ride?" So, well, yeah, bet. Where we going? We're going to get some drink. You know what I mean? What are we doing? They're like, "We got to go to the recruiting office." And I was like, "For what? We got to go pick somebody up?" And they were like, "Nah, bro, we're trying to join the Army." And I was taken back by it, like, "Wait, what? Like, y'all both are joining?" They were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Y'all were just gonna join and not tell me? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, who am I gonna hang out with?"
I don't want to be left out.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be over here in the park by myself. And they were like, "Well, we didn't think you'd want to do it." And I was like, "Bro, I'm down for anything. Let's go." So I go to the recruiting station with them, right? And I walk in, and I walk up to the staff sergeant, right? I walk up to him. I'm actually still friends with him. I guess I won't say his name. But I walk up to him, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm trying to join the Army." Like, and he was like looks at me like crazy, and he was like, "You with these two?" I was like, "Yeah, this is my cousin, my homeboy." he was like, nah, if you with them, you got to take the ASVAB before I even talk to you because these dudes are stupid. And I was like, what? I was like, bro, like, I'm hella smart. Like, let's go. Give me the test. So they put me on this little computer, and they give me, like, the practice ASVAB. I had to be in there for, like, 6-7 minutes. I come out like, hey, yo, I'm done. And they were like, he was like, what's it say? I was like, it says I got a 78. He was like, nah, you got to be reading that wrong. Let me see the paper. So I hand him the paper, it says 78. And he looks at me, he was like, yo, why are you hanging out with these dudes? These dudes are stupid, bro. Like, they can't even pass this. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not giving them tests before we hang out. So he looks at me and he was like, they had an appointment with them, whatever, right? And he looks at them and was like, yo, y'all can leave. I'm not dealing with y'all today. So what's up, Ryan? What do you want to do in the Army? And he spent the rest of like that time like talking with me, whatever. And I'm like, look, I just don't want to I'm tired of being in these situations. I'm not trying to get shot at. I'm not trying to get stabbed. Like, give me like a desk job, whatever. And he was like, with these scores, you can do whatever you want. And I was so dumb about it. I was like, well, I just want to work with computers. And he was like, what does that mean? Like, everything has a computer in it. And I was like, I don't know, man. Just you tell me. So he pulled up my options, and with the 78, I was able to get anything. So he was like, how do you feel about military intelligence? And I was like, I don't even know what that means. Can you show me like a video or something? And then he showed me a little video of a dude pointing at maps and like talking. It was like top secret clearance. And he was like, you think you can qualify for a top secret clearance? And I was like, I don't even know what that means, but sure, like, let's go. So long story short, or long story long, I guess, I go to MEPS, I take the actual ASVAB. Like, when I tell you that I had no interest in, like, doing this, like, I don't know, did you join out the San Jose MEPS?
No, I joined up in Sacramento out of North Island. No, out of Roseville, actually. Roseville. Shit, damn, I forgot.
So the San Jose one at the time, they had just switched from, like, the written ones to the computers.
Oh, yeah, I took it on the computer.
They only had, like, 25 computers. So I think there was 30-something of us in there. So they were like, yo, the first 25 that we call, you guys are going to go in. As they cycle out, the rest of y'all be lined up, you go in after them. So the first 25 went in, and I was the 7th one in line to go. But I was the 8th person to walk out of that room.
Damn, quick.
Like,
yeah, that shit was easy.
The only people that walked out of the room before me were the people that walked in, really walked in before me when I went the first time, so.
Yeah, real quick. For those who don't know, the MEPS is the Military Entry Processing Station. That's what it means with MEPS. There's one in pretty much every major city. Closest one to me is Oakland. There's San Jose. There's Sacramento, where I came from. And then the ASVAB is a test you take to test your general knowledge and your aptitude. And you can get a 73 and you get a 74, and your scores there's not like out of 100. It's a completely different rating system. A passing is 31. So just so you guys know, keep on.
Yeah. Also, so I walk in, right? I'm like the 8th person to walk out, whatever. That just means I did it really fast. I walked out, and my recruiter was there, and he was like, yo, you got an 80. You could do whatever you want. He was like, your line scores are crazy. And I was like, bro, can I do my job? And they were like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm not tripping. Come to find out, like, so I don't know if you discuss like GT score as part of the ASVAB, but probably not.
Yeah.
So in the Army, like, your GT score is like what everyone goes by if you're intelligent.
Oh shit, I forgot about those. Yeah.
Yeah, if you meet anybody in, like, especially in military intelligence, and you're talking whatever, they always ask you like, what's your GT score? Because you need a minimum of a 108 to go military intelligence. Well, mine's a 124.
Oh shit! I think I have a 121.
Yeah, so like, at the time I had no idea what it meant, but like throughout the Army, they're like, bro, your score's hella high. I'm like, I guess, bro. Like, I'm just trying to do these couple years and dip. But anyways, long story short, I joined the Army, bro. Those two dudes are still bums in Merced. They never even joined. Like, wow. I did all this all because my homeboys are going. I don't even talk to them no more.
Damn. So you pretty much answered the first couple questions I had without even me asking them. So what? Your military intelligence? What's your job?
I am an all-source intelligence analyst.
You're an analyst. You're an analyst. Oh, yeah. Well, you're not like most analysts that I know or have known. Trust me.
No, what's funny is most people think that I'm like ex-combat arms, and they think that I'm like a reclass. I'm like, nah, bro. I've just always been like this. That's
Just
most
savage.
people join the military and wild out. I was wild before I joined the army.
That's what's up. So, duty stations. What duty stations have you hit up, and any kind of deployments?
Yeah. So went to basic at Leonard Wood, like most.
Fort Lost in the fucking woods. My alma mater.
I went to AIT at Huachuca, like all the other military intelligence people. I got sent to Alaska, to Fort Wainwright. That's where I met Jones. Right?
Brandon
Shout
Jones,
out to
friend of the
Jones,
show, episode 3, I think.
Yeah, my co-host for my podcast, Uneducated
Episode 2.
Experts. I met Jones there, and then he left to come to Fort Sam. I stayed there. I deployed out of there. Went to Afghanistan. I did like the MI stuff for like 2 months, and then I got put on a SFAT, a Security Forces Advisory Team, and I went and lived with the Afghan police for like 9-10 months. Helped train them, did missions with them, did the joint missions and stuff. Came back with orders to Fort Irwin. So for those of you that don't know what Irwin is, that's the National Training Center for the Army. They like to call it the home of the Super Bowl, because every month, big Army units come there to battle against the 11th ACR out of Fort Irwin, and they do a big simulated war. I did that for 3 years, and then I came to San Antonio, come finish out my days here.
So you're getting out.
Oh man, what's today? Today's the 10th of October. Right now my terminal leave starts February 22nd.
Ooh, less than 6 months out. I remember that feeling. Oh my God.
I'm like 4.5. And you know what's funny is that I re-enlisted to leave Irwin, to come here to finish my bachelor's degree, to get out here, to smoothly transition as smooth as you can, because the Army makes it damn near impossible to get out. And the job I do here, I guess I really can't talk about this platform, but it's such a big thing in the Army that it kind of convinced me to stay in. And I basically told my wife, like, hey, I promised I'd get out. I've been saying I'm going to get out, but I think I'm going to do like 3 more years. If I could stay in San Antonio, I'm going to switch units and I'm going to go train this new thing that we're doing in the Army. And she was super mad about it. And the Army was like, nah, bro, you're not doing that. So I had all my plans. Like, I'm talking about the career counselor was trying to get me the assignment and everything, and then out of nowhere, they replaced me in my current position. They gave it to somebody else, which, I mean, she's a cool ass, E7, and it was just like a reminder that in the Army or in the military in general, like, you could be the hottest E6 in the world. And I mean, I've gotten like 4 awards since I've had this position, and I'm talking about like AMs and ARCOMs, and this is 6 months of me doing it. And an E7 came in, who's not to say she's better or worse than me, but she came in because it's an E7 slot. They just gave her the job.
Yeah, well,
it was like a reminder to me, like, it don't matter how hot of an E6 you are, there's always an E7 they're gonna put in charge of you. Doesn't matter how good of an E7 you are, there's always an E8 that's going to be in charge of you.
There's always going to be a boss.
It was just like that quick reminder, like, I can't move fast enough in this career field for as fast as I would like. So I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. My ETS is in, so it's in April. Like, I was like, I'll just get out and I'll try my hand in the civilian world.
Yeah, that Big Green Weenie will always come and get you back.
Yep. And look, when I get out, I've done a little over 9 years, so they can't even call me back.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That you finished out your first contract. That's definitely legit. I only did 6.
I'll tell you right now, it ain't easy.
You're a better man than me.
There's days I wake up and I'm just like, bro, what am I doing?
Yeah, but see,
I gotta put on like one of those country songs, like the pro soldier songs to make myself feel better.
American Soldier.
Yeah.
I definitely had those days, man. And most people don't understand is you don't have a choice, man. It don't matter how bad you feel. There is no day off in the Army unless it's a 4-day weekend.
Just call in sick. It's like, bitch, if I could call in sick, don't you think I would have did that already?
Right?
Like, bro, I done drank till 3:30 in the morning and got up and went on a run 2.5 hours later.
Still drunk.
Don't you think I would have called in sick?
No, but those are the best runs, man. Those Monday morning runs are the best runs. Is when you smell the Hennessy, the tequila, the vodka, all that shit coming out the pores if you're in the back.
Man, I disagree. There's been times, especially when I was in Alaska, that we would drink till who knows when. I've literally had to call people like, yo, I need to ride to PT. like there is no way I'm driving. And I've shown up and just been like, nah, bro, this ain't popping. Like, whatever, let's go. And then I get home and I'm just like, did I really go?
You had to, man. You had no choice. You had to do it. Damn. So you're getting out. You're getting out because of the Big Green Weenie made you get out. So what are your plans? Your transition. This kind of reaches into the topic you wanted to talk about, the military transition, right?
Yeah. So before I really decided to get out, and actually before I fell into this new position I was talking about, I know it's kind of shitty for us to talk about it, but not really talk about it. But that's just how military intelligence is. So I was actually looking into switching my career field into being a career counselor in the Army. And the reason I was going after it is because I've always been the type of soldier, the type of, friend, leader, NCO, whatever word you want to use, that I always, I dig deeper than most people do when you talk to somebody, and I always like helping people. I know for a fact that the recruiter that got me to join the Army saved my life, because I mean, there was people I was hanging out with that went to jail within months of me joining the Army, and I damn sure would have been right there with them. So I like helping people, and I like really helping people understand their options and their choices. And I became friends with my brigade career counselor here. Shout out to Sergeant First Class Chapman, and she convinced me no, this would be something really rewarding to do. So I started not a little more than researching it. She would give me assignments and topics, and she would have me talk to some of the soldiers, figure out what they wanted to do, or she'd task me with a soldier that was they wanted to get out, but they didn't really have a plan. So she'd be like, hey, I want you to go talk to them and help them figure it out. Whatever, right? No matter how it turns out, whether they stay in or they get out, I want you to help them. So I started doing that, and I realized something, man. A lot of people in the military, when they want to get out, sorry to interrupt our little interview.
No worries.
One of my 4,000 kids is knocking on my door.
So
baby.
in case you don't know, Mr. Staff Sergeant Menke has 16 kids by one baby mama. That's his wife. And
shout out to the wife. She's a real MVP.
This man has more kids than there are days in the week, I'm sure.
Man, I got more kids than I got soldiers, and I got a lot of soldiers.
Yeah, man. The Army said TRICARE is too expensive for your ass. They're kicking you out.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, nah, bro, they can't all have health insurance. You got to choose which ones you want. So, what I was saying was the thing I learned about soldiers is that when they get to the point where they just want to get out, that's all they focus on is I don't care what I do. I've heard that so many times. I'll live under a bridge. I'll be a bum. I'm just getting out. And
yes,
it's
sir.
I mean, I get it. I know what it's like to be in a situation you don't really want to be in, but you're talking about your life, bro, your future. You join the military at some point to better yourself. And I feel like if I just got out without the proper plan, that I'd be doing a disservice to myself. I just wasted my time. So these soldiers get out, and I hear the same thing. Hey, man, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to go to college. Well, okay, that's cool.
I love college.
So I'll be like, hey, what are you going to major in? Oh, I don't. I'm gonna do general studies. I'm gonna figure it out. Well, okay. What college are you gonna go to? Oh, I don't know yet. I'm gonna take terminal leave. I'm gonna figure it all out on terminal leave. Well, okay. Where are you gonna stay? Oh, my mom and my dad are hella cool. They said I could move back in. I'm like, yeah, bro, but you got 3 kids. Nah, but they love their grandkids, bro. We'll be good. I'm like, so your plan as a grown ass man or grown ass woman in front of me. Your plan is to get out, to stop your income, to go back to school, you don't know what school, to go study a degree that you don't know what degree you want, and you're going to live with your parents, and you're going to figure it out. Yeah, man, I got it.
Why are you telling my life story right now?
Hey, look, but that's the thing, though. It's not just yours, bro. It's everybody's. And I blame that on a lack of leadership. But, and I mean, some people, like I said, just want to get out, right?
No, yeah,
but
definitely.
I always tell people, I'll be like, look, bro, you got to figure it out now. If your goal is to go to college and get a degree, start now.
You got to have a plan, man.
Yeah. Like, bro, so in June of 2015, so I re-enlisted to come to Fort Sam in March of 2015.
You're in the 4th.
I called my school I called them I re-enlisted in April. I called them in May, the end of May, and said, I found the school I want to go to. I said, listen, I want to go to your school. I have 3 years to get my bachelor's degree. Is it attainable or not? If you're telling me that I can't do it, I'm not going to your school. And they were like, you can do it as fast as you can. And I was like, bet. And, bro, I'm doing my last class right now because I had to I postponed a couple classes due to some family stuff that happened.
Right.
But if I would have stayed on my current schedule that I was going at, I would have had my bachelor's degree from start to finish in 2 years.
Oh, damn.
And, I mean, it's not like I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I got a bachelor's degree in finance.
Oh, see, that's what I'm going for right now.
What?
See, that's what I'm going for right now. Business administration with finance.
When people ask me, they're like, why are you going to finance? Like, if you want money, you got to go find the money. You got to know where the money's coming from.
Yeah, you make money with other people's money. That's the deal. That's how people make it rich.
It don't matter what job it is. The money man always gets the money.
Yeah. See? Man, see? I knew there's a reason I liked you. Same kind of fucking mind. That's what's up, bro.
There ain't no... I tell people this all the time, like, there's no such thing as enough.
No.
Right? Like, people say, well, like, no, you're complacent right now. You don't have enough.
No, never.
Like,
you can always
I'm
improve.
sure there is a point where you have enough money. Like, don't get me wrong. I know that there's a point. Some of these rich-ass people, they have enough.
Yeah, that dude Zuckerberg has enough. Fucking
but
Jeff
here's
Bezos.
the difference between me and them, though. There are people like us and people like them.
Oh, yeah,
people like us, when we get money, we take care of everyone around us.
That is true.
So I might have enough for me, but I want to make sure my kids have enough. I want to make sure that my grandkids have enough. I want to make sure my parents have enough.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I want to call my grandma and say, hey, now to marry you, ain't got to work no more.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. That's always the goal.
So
you got to do what you got to do to work towards it.
Like I said, I'll stop when we have enough.
Yeah. So
we have enough.
So just I throw in a little bit of experience of mine and stuff. When I got out, I had a plan. Man, I was one of those. I'm gonna move in with my mom's, but I was gonna work on my way to get out of the house, and I did. But I came back at a time where the job market was at one of its worst lows. So, being me, having all the skills that I had, military intelligence, smart guy, a lot of experience, I was unhireable because I didn't know how to transition out of the military thought as opposed to the civilian way of talking and acting and the way they look at things. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that they never really taught in all of the out processing meetings and all that stuff, because it's all death by PowerPoint and most soldiers don't really fucking pay attention.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I haven't even done those courses.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, no. Well, one thing they don't teach you is how to adjust your resume to fit civilian terms. Because you come out, you're thinking all military, technical writing, technical stuff like that. And in reality, it doesn't translate to civilian terms. You have to learn the civilian way of speaking, the civilian way of talking. So a military resume as opposed to a civilian resume are completely different. And I don't think they get enough coaching on how to, well, at least it's been quite a few years. But when I got out, they didn't have enough coaching on how to switch that up.
Yeah, see, what's funny is, so I never tried to write a resume because before the Army, I worked at Target. I did some other little side jobs. Like, I never had to really write a resume.
Dude, are you like my brother? I worked at Target before I joined the Army, too. Security.
See, look. They want to hire me to be security. I worked in electronics, but I was trying to get on security. Just trying to make that extra $1, bro. But, so I was like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. And I hadn't really told anybody that I was getting out except for the few people I talked to. Like, I know I told you. I told just a few people. And I really, to be honest, I was trying to surprise my unit because I felt like they fucked me over and I was trying to, like, kind of fuck them back over.
Doesn't work like that.
So, no, I did it. I told them, I'm ETS, and they were like, cool, fuck you. So,
they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, you and the rest of them. Like, so that's when I found out I came down on orders to Riley, Which is, I mean, that was kind of a funny move, right? I tell the Army, like, nah, bro, I'm getting out. I start my leave February 22nd. Their response was, well, you got orders to report February 10th.
Good try.
Like, what? Like, I'm not going. And they were pretty much forced my hand and said, all right, well, you have to sign this, this deck statement, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were trying to, like, strong-arm me or whatever. And I was like, show me the statement. I'll sign it right now. Like, you ain't scaring me, bro.
Yeah.
So I post about that, right? And I'm kind of just making a joke about it. I never realized how many people I'm connected with out there. I had a cousin that messaged me and basically told me that her job in California is to help military and veterans transfer to like California state jobs and stuff. So she reached out and told me, like, yo, I got connections, I can help you out, blah blah. I'm gonna start sending you links to different positions out there. She just sent me a link today for a California park ranger in Mendocino.
Mendocino County?
Yeah.
Yeah. The park rangers are always hiring, man. Park rangers and TSA are always hiring.
So she does that, and then another one of my friends that I was in Alaska with, she reached out to me and basically told me that she has a side business, side hustle, whatever she does, writing federal resumes for people. So she was like, hey, if you send me all your positions and all that stuff, I'll write it for you for free.
Oh, that's legit.
I was like, oh, word. And then just talking to people that I work with now, they were like, yo, we'll give you letters of recommendation, and we'll refer you to these positions here to get you hooked in with a GS job. And it just goes to show, man, that I've always said that my biggest tool that I've ever crafted or, that I've ever had was my ability to network with people. And I read a stat the other day that like 70% of positions in the workforce are actually given out by knowing someone in the company already, and that's how they got the job instead of just their their resume or whatever their application. So
yeah, that's where the old adage comes from. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. So who knows? Maybe this podcast episode is gonna give me a job one day. You never know.
Hopefully it'll give me a job. Shit.
We'll both get a job.
We'll
just sit here and drink beer and talk shit all day.
Yeah, nah, I'll just do that. That sounds better than anything.
Look, hey, to be real, like that was kind of the whole basis between the Uneducated Experts podcast.
Yeah, that's the idea behind this too, man. Is just to reconnect with people, show a different side of what the veteran effect is, what it is to how your mind changes once you become a veteran, and just kind of reconnect with people and bullshit, and have a couple of drinks and enjoy each other's company and shit, and let people listen to it and see what real veterans are like, not just your high-speed fucking SF dudes, which all mad respect to them, but your average Joe like you, myself, and a lot of other people don't really get the time of day to put the word out.
True.
So this is really for all y'all.
I mean, I like it, man. You see how much I've been supporting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You definitely a friend of the show. I mean, I've been doing it right back to the Uneducated Experts right there.
Hey, look, let me take a little second to promo my show, right?
Go ahead.
My first crack on Jones when he came on is that he didn't really mention it. So, the Uneducated Experts is a sports podcast brought to you by two regular-ass dudes who are tired of, like, the dudes in suits telling you what to think about sports. Shout out to ESPN, Fox News, CBS Sports, whoever you watch. We're regular guys. We don't really make money off the show yet.
Yet.
Yet. That's the key word. And it's the whole point is for you to be able to connect with us. You message us an idea or a topic or whatever. Not only do we respond back to you, but if it's a good enough topic, we'll make an entire episode on it. Just like we did the demise of the Niners.
That's because I hate the Niners. That's why.
Yeah. So it really. So like I said, me and Jones met in Alaska, and since then, I mean, I listened to your guys' episode, right? And how you said that Jones always been the guy that knows all the sports, and you go to him for the stats, and that's pretty much what I've always been, except I'm funnier. So when me and Jones, like, people always ask us, like, they hit us up, hey, who should I start in fantasy? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I kind of hit him with the idea, like, hey, bro, like, why don't we start a show or a Twitter or something, you know what I mean? And we could do it together. And he was like, yeah, and he was all about it. But the funny part is so. Hey Cisco, what do you think about the name Uneducated Experts?
I think it perfectly hits you guys. I mean, I couldn't think of a better name for you too.
So when I hit Jones up and I said, "Yo, I got a name," it's UE Uneducated Experts. He fucking hated it. He was like, "That's stupid.
That's
like
the ego.
No one's gonna like that name." Blah 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 blah. He was trying to call us like 4th and 10 or 1st and goal or like a football term.
Yeah,
and
but
I was like, nah, man. And like we had a bunch of names, and we just kept going back and forth. And I said, bro, like we can have a vote on it. We can ask people to know us because we weren't even a show yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we did. I think we hit up a bunch of people and just said, out of these 3 names, what name do you like the most? And I don't even think Uneducated Experts like clearly won. I'm pretty sure it was close. And I just told him like, bro, the only way I'm doing this is if it's UE. Like that's the only way I'm doing it. So he kind of just like bended in, was like, all right, whatever, we can call whatever you want. And that's when I made what's funny is I based my logo off yours.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Nice.
so I seen the
appreciate
Veteran
you.
Effect logo and I was like, I bet you I could do something with UE that's kind of similar to this.
See,
And
that
I think I spent about 36 seconds on PowerPoint and I made the UE logo and it's been history ever since.
there you go, man. That's what's up. No, I like the Uneducated Experts because it lets you guys know that it's something that's, not to take too serious, but it's something that to take serious at the same time. And you guys are both kind of like, I like listening to you guys because it's like 2 married people bickering all the time and it makes me laugh. But then you guys know what the fuck you're talking about half the time. Half the time you don't.
Yeah, I mean, half of us are gonna be right. That's how it works.
Pretty much.
It just tends to be me more often.
I'm sure Jones would beg to differ. But anyways, fuck
He
Jones.
can differ all he wants though. We got a track record. I'm winning.
Fuck Jones. He fucking dissed me on one of you guys' last episodes.
Yeah, fuck Jones. Fuck him.
Yeah, man. No, I think just kind of, it's awesome that, we both kind of started at the same time with the podcast and stuff. I'm a little bit behind you guys, but, yeah, I mean, that's legit, man. It's a wonderful thing to see people doing stuff. I feel like the podcast is the new medium, the new way forward and stuff, because people are getting tired of what they're hearing out there.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to say politics, but big business is always going to have a hand in whatever you're being fed, whether it be on your TV, whether it be on your radio, whether it be on your movies. If it wasn't for little people and little ideas, the world would have stopped moving a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So,
it's not
shout out to the little guys.
Yeah, it's small business that makes the world go round. It's not big corporations.
Yep.
Definitely. Nah, and it's an awesome fucking thing, man. And I can't wait to do we got to do a cross episode, man. We got to do a joint episode where it's whatever goes.
But man, so you know what we got to do is instead of doing like an actual sports one, so the Uneducated Experts, we do a segment called Bullshitting. I don't know if you heard that episode or not.
Yeah, I heard it.
Where instead of just talking about sports, we just talk about random shit. And what's funny is I got to be like, Jones has had to like tame me a little bit on the way I am, because like I said, I'm wild. Nothing's off limits. Like, I'm the dude that cracks jokes at everything. Like, I'm the dude that's at the funeral and I think of something and I'm like giggling in the back, and everyone looks at me like, why is this asshole laughing, bro? We're burying my grandma. But I'm over here in the back like remembering that time she chased me down the hall with like a sandal because I didn't dust the cabinet off, whatever.
Oh yeah, that chancla is dangerous, man.
Like, I think it was episode, 6 or 7, and shout out to Mama Jones, but Jones's mom basically hit him up and was like, yo, tell him to stop cussing. Like, he cusses too much. And what's funny is that when Jones tells me whatever, he's always slick about whenever he gives me a critique, because he's like, hey man, I'm not telling you like this is that we have to listen. I just want you to know what they're saying.
He's hung around too many mics, man.
And he's like, it's like, we got a couple people that are a little upset by our cuss words. They want us to tone it down. I was like, I don't give a fuck. like, this is my show. And he was like, hey man, it's my mom, bro. I was like,
damn.
Oh, all right, whatever. She's the only one listening to our show. I guess I got to stop cussing.
Yeah, I heard you guys. I think it was like the first 5 episodes or something. You guys came out and you were like, "Okay, we got to stop cussing so much, so we're gonna work on it." You guys even said it. I think that was pretty cool. But
I
here,
mean, and like I don't stop cussing, and like I told him, like, the only way that I can make this work is if I'm obnoxious about it, and I gotta like go out of my way to make sure I don't cuss.
yeah,
Are we allowed to cuss on this show? Because if not, I've already.
dude, you've been fucking cussing for the last half hour.
I know.
It's too fucking late now. Nah, this is the veteran effect, and the reason I don't want to limit anything is because I want people to see how we actually fucking talk, and for people to know that fuck is literally just an adverb, a verb, an adjective, a noun. Like,
yeah, that should be a pronoun.
it could be a predicate.
Who's that? That's
It can
that
be a
fuck over
sentence.
there.
It can be. There's so many ways to use the word. Who cares, man? It's how we are. In the military, it's like saying except you say fuck.
Yeah, I could probably say fuck about 20 different ways.
Oh, dude, it's incredulous. Nah, but
Hey, do you ever cuss and not know you cuss?
yeah, all the fucking time. Yeah,
All
it's
the
natural.
fucking time. Oh my god.
It's natural, man. It's just it's second nature, man. It's just, and there's a saying. I don't know if it's a real saying, but somebody says it. I don't know who says it, but it says more intelligent people cuss, or intelligent people cuss more.
Hey, look, I've seen that study. I don't really believe it, but because it benefits me, I'm gonna go.
Fuck
with
it.
Hey. And if you guys hear some crackling in the background, I'm opening up my next beer. So
There you go. That's what's up. But yeah, man, no, we definitely got to have a fucking a joint episode, a cross episode, or whatever. Whenever we get a chance and stuff, we'll set it up and we can post it on both sides and stuff.
yeah, man, I'm down. I mean, no, you're not. I don't even want to call you a friend of the show, bro. You're the fan of the show. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, I would love to get you on a sports episode, and we
That
can
too.
both roast Jones together.
Let's do it.
That's literally like my mindset. Every time I like turn on the mic and we hit record, it's like, how can I make Jones sound retarded today? Sometimes
Yeah,
it's easy.
man.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, fucking Jones, man. Product
So
of the suburbs.
You've known Jones for like 5 years?
Oh man, since 2011, bro. So 6 years. Yeah, he was actually my analyst when we went to Afghanistan together, and he ended up becoming my analyst for a little while.
Yeah, I remember I heard that on the show. That's cool, man.
So I mean, me and this dude, I mean, we're pretty tight and stuff, and we had some serious shit going on back then. So
Hey, you want to know what's funny?
what's up?
So what was Jones's rank when you met him?
He was I want to say a sergeant. I want to say he was a sergeant. Special, he was a sergeant. I want to say.
So I don't want to put Jones on blast, but I'm
Might
going
have been
to.
specialist.
So
I know I was a specialist.
when I met Jones was an E5. I was E2, E3,
Yeah.
and well, when Jones left Alaska, he was an E4.
Oh yeah, he was a specialist. Specialist Jones. I remember he got his 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I know why too.
I don't know if you know the whole story behind it.
Oh, I know why.
What?
I know why.
Oh, okay. When he got in trouble, which was the night before he left, I clowned the fuck out of him. And then my entire, since then, I've always said, bro, I'm going to catch you one day. And he was like, nah, you ain't never going to catch me. I was like, nah, bro, I'm going to catch you. And we're going to be the same rank. And today we're both E6s, so shout out to Jones.
Yeah, but he's.
I don't know if he remembers, but we were deployed at the same time in 2011, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember messaging back and forth like, "Damn, bro, I'm trying to go to this promotion board." And he's like, "Yeah, me too." I'm like, and I mean, he beat me back to E6 pretty quick, but.
Yeah, well, he's squared. He was squared away. Just shit happens sometimes. You know, you can say you
Oh,
can't be a
yeah.
good NCO without a good Article 15. So, word Jones.
Hey, look, I've caught 2.
I caught one coming out of basic. So
So for those of you that don't know, that might be listening to this, Article 15 is like catching a misdemeanor in the civilian world.
yes,
And instead, though, the Army can take, depending on the severity, right? Because there's different levels of it.
yeah,
They can demote you. They can take away so obviously they can take away your rank. They can take away up to half your pay for 2 months. Put you on extra duty. They can restrict you. Make your life pretty shitty.
Yeah, for up to 45 days.
And I caught a summarized for a bullshit ass reason. So shout out
You
to
can't
that
even
fuck
fight
kid
that
who got
one.
me. And then I caught a field grade.
So I caught a field grade coming out of basic, and I dodged summarized leaving Japan. So,
What did you get the field grade for?
So at Fort Lawson, there was, I don't know if they did it when you were there. They would give us like after, I think in the second stage of basic, they would give us Sundays like a couple hours to go to the PX or whatever. So that first Sunday, somebody bought a pack of cigarettes in the PX, and I took like 2 hits off that motherfucker. I had like a quick head change and just relaxed for the first time in like a month and a half. And we got snitched on, and then I like a dumbass, I owned up to it. So I got an Article 15 for integrity.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
So when I went through basic, I've always been like a hustler, right? I've always had that mindset.
Yeah.
And I realized really quickly that people were trying to get stuff that they couldn't get, and they were willing to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
So I hit up one of my homeboys, and he was married already. I said, hey, bro, tell your wife that I will give you $40 if she goes and buys 2 cans of dip and mails them to me. He's like, nah, bro, that'll never work. He'll catch it. I said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a couple things of baby powder and pour them halfway out. I want you to put the dip into a Ziploc, put that Ziploc in another Ziploc, put that in the bottle of baby powder, fill it back up with the other half of the baby powder, and then mail me those things of baby powder. And he was like, are you sure? Like, bro, trust me, even if they take it away, I'll give you the money. So he's like, fuck it, we need the money. He had like, I think he had like 2 or 3 kids at the time. So he was like a hood dude from Hawaii, so he definitely needed the money. So they mailed it to us. The drill sergeant was like, why the fuck do you need 3 things of baby powder? And I was like, yo, my balls be sweaty, drill sergeant. Like, come on, bro, give me my baby powder. And I was like, they're for my battle buddies too. So he's like, whatever, you can have all of them. So he gives me like the 2 or 3 things of it. So I remember grabbing it and being like, fuck the rest of this mail. Like, I only care about this baby powder thing. So later that night, we go in the fucking bathroom, pour out half the jar, and we pull out these bags of dip. And bro, I was selling a pinch of dip for $20.
What?
$20. First off, the dip tasted like baby powder, so it was disgusting. Second off, like, I don't even think they thought it through. Like, I had to get rid of it that night because like we would have evidence of it.
Yeah.
But everyone paid for it. Like, I gave a couple of the homeboys. Cause I never dipped before. I think I dipped one time in my life.
Oh,
and
man, that first time.
I was just slanging it. Like, no, I'm about to get this money. So I sell it all out, and it was crazy. Well, people were like, yo, I want more. And I was like, bro, like, I can't just get 3 things of baby powder mailed to me every day. Like, that's not going to work. So they're like, oh, bro, figure it out. So one day I had to be like white cycle or whatever it's called. There's like one drill sergeant on duty, and like I told them, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm about to walk to the PX. And they were like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. And they're like, bet, hold on. Yo, stop. What's up? Whatever. Tell the kids around here. Oh, y'all little minkies, bruh. So every time I can't do anything without a minky coming in the door.
There you
So
go.
I took this National Guard soldier who had his patch already. I mean, in basic, no one has patches. So I took their patch and I put it on my left sleeve, and I took their unit symbol, whatever, or their crest, and I put it on my beret. Because at the time, we all wore berets.
Yeah.
Bro, I walked my happy ass to the PX. I passed like 12 drill sergeants. I'm like sweating bullets because I'm just waiting for one of these dudes to like end my life. Walking the PX, and I imagine like a bank robber like walking into the mall for the first time. That's what I felt like. So hold on. Bro, what you doing? Turn this down. So I walk in the PX, and like a dumbass hole, I told the dude I went with, like, yo, bro, I'm going to make a circle around. I don't want to walk straight to the registers. And he just like looked at me like, bro, you're hella stupid. I was like, nah, bro, trust me. I don't want to look suspicious. Well, I probably just looked hella suspicious because I'm like grabbing shirts and shit, just like putting them back, like, not really looking at this. And I walked up to the register and I was like, can I have 2 things of dip, please? And they were like cans or logs.
Ooh.
And I had never bought dip before. So I just like looked at my buddy and I was like, what do I do? So she's over here like turning her tablet up. So I was like, let me take the logs. So she gives me 2 logs of dip.
Ooh.
She's like, that'll be $88, whatever it is. So I pay for that. I'm like taking apart the logs. I'm putting them in my pockets, like in my cargo pockets. I walk back into the bay. Somehow didn't get caught by anybody, right? And I'm literally like, I'm sweating and I'm tripping like, yo, I'm about to get hella in trouble, whatever. I walk into the bay and as soon as I walk in, everybody like looks at me like, yo, what happened? And I was like, yo, I got it though. And they were like, no, you didn't. And I reach into my cargo pockets and both legs and I pull out hella kids like, yo, who won it, bro? We got it. And everyone like freaks out. I go to my locker. I start trying to like throw the cans into my locker. People are running up like, yo, how much for the can? I was like, hey, bro, a dip's 20, a can's 100. And they were like, let me get a can. Let me get 3 dips, whatever. And I'm sitting there like, yo, these people are really paying me these crazy prices.
Man, yeah.
I mean, if you don't know how much can dip's like $4 or $5.
Oh, see.
And there's like, what is it, like 10 dips in the can?
Nah, there's like at least 20, man.
Even better, 20. And I'm over here selling it for $20 a dip, like. And I think I bought pouches just so that way, like, it was easier to sell them.
Yeah, you didn't have people reaching in.
And yeah, bro, I made hella money. I remember I walked out of basic with like $1,600 in my pocket.
Damn. And see, okay, so people don't understand. You did something that's perfectly legal in regular America, but in the military, it was completely illegal and against the rules.
Oh, yeah, if I would have got caught, bro, I would have been done.
Yeah,
I might have got kicked out.
You might have got kicked out of the Army. You might have, yeah. For sure, failed grade Article 15. You'd have been
easily.
You'd have been nothing for a good while.
Bro, fuck the Article 15. It would have took another 8 weeks of my life when they recycled me and made me redo basic.
They probably would have recycled your ass. That's true.
And you talk about, bro, when I did this, I was at like week 9 or 10. Like, I was done.
That's a bold man.
So if I would have got caught, they would have taken me back to like week 4.
See, in basic training, we had an underground candy ring. We had this dude, we called him SpiderMan. He was going for EOD. And he at night, he would crawl out his 3rd story room and cross the street to the PX and just empty the fucking vending machine and put it all in his laundry bag and just sell that bitch. And he was selling fucking Snickers for like $15.
Yeah.
People were buying
what's
them,
funny,
man.
Right? Is people were like, I can't believe he would sell them for that much. As the seller of the product, my thought was always like, yo, I can't believe these people are paying this much.
And that's the deal. You create a demand. There's a demand. You have the need. You have the product. There you go. Economics.
So, have you ever heard about there's a company, whatever, that does, they're basically the owner of all sunglass and eyeglass products?
Oh, yeah. God, I just had their name, too. They bought out Oakley. They chased Oakley out. They made they
punked Oakley.
Luxottica.
Yeah. So the CEO of Luxottica has a quote that says, everything is worth whatever someone's willing to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you got a nice pillow and someone says, hey, I really want that pillow. And you're like, yeah, but the pillow's $500. If someone buys it for $500, that pillow's not worth $500.
Yeah, well, it was at least worth to that person.
Yeah, not me. I'll be like, fuck that pillow. I'll sleep on a rock.
I've slept without pillows. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, bitch, I bought a car for $500 before. I'm not paying $500 for anything.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, man. Damn. That's a good basic story, man. That takes some balls. That's definitely takes some fucking balls.
And bro, what was funny is I remember when I walked through the door, like I was nothing but love, right? And everyone's like cheering and shit, like it was all hype. And not 30 seconds before, I was like scared for my life. I thought I was about to die, and I walked through the door and I was like, someone's gonna have snitched on me, because I was gone for like 30, 40 minutes. So I was like, someone's probably snitched on me already. The drill sergeant's probably behind this door waiting for me to walk in.
Oh, because that's how they operate. I mean, basic's all controlled with fear. It's all controlled with fear. Fear of the consequences for your actions.
So I've never been a religious person, but when I was in basic, I tried to pray a couple times. And I realized I was doing it wrong when I kept, instead of saying God, I'd say drill sergeant. I was like, oh, yeah, I pray to God, man, just I hope I make it out of this, drill sergeant. Drill sergeant. God. Just don't let me get shot tomorrow, drill sergeant. God. And I was like, not really working out for me too well.
Yeah, man. I'm not big on that whole religion thing either. I think after seeing the shit I've seen and going through the shit I've seen, definitely not for me.
So I'm not going to knock anybody for what they believe in. Right?
No, well, of course not.
Believe in whatever you believe in. I just think that it's wild that in 2017, in the age of information that we live in, where we can fact check anything on the spot, right on the spot, we still think that like this dude was on the cross and he died for us. Like that shit's wild to me. Like I believe in a creator and I believe in all that stuff, but the intricacies of religion are just, they can find somewhere else to go. Like, I think I analyze stuff too much. I'm just like, this doesn't make sense.
If you just ask one 3-letter question, it'll end your. I mean, you persistently ask the question, it'll end it for you. If you just ask why,
yeah,
that's it. That's pretty much it. Just ask why.
Or if you look at, like, this is the problem with information. There's never been a time where we had so much at our fingertips. But, like, Easter, right? Why do people celebrate Easter? Because that's the day that Jesus came back alive, and that's how we celebrate it, right? So, what do we call it Easter? Why is the symbol of Easter rabbits and eggs?
Oh, that's marketing.
That doesn't make sense.
Marketing.
Right? No. So before Christians, right? Before Christians or Christianity, one of the Egyptians, I think it's the Egyptian, one of the Egyptian gods was Esther, E-S-T-H-E-R, I think is how they spelled it, but they pronounced, I think, Easter, who was the god of fertility, whose symbol was the rabbit and the egg because it was the god of fertility. And the theory is that, well, not the theory, but it's kind of been proven, is that when they started imposing Christianity on people, they changed all of those gods into a Christian reasoning so you can still celebrate the same holiday just with a different meaning.
Oh, that is normal. Why do you think the Mexicans love the Virgin Mary so much?
I don't know. Because it looks like their mom?
No, so the Aztecs had a, let me see, I can't remember her name. They had a goddess that was like the mother, right? In their gods. I cannot remember her name for the life of me. And you brought it up, it popped in, and now it's that. But they superimposed the Virgin Mary pretty much in place of this lady, so that way they could better assimilate and better integrate into Christianity. Yep. So that's why I'm looking it up right now.
But if you ever look into religion, you really study it, it's wild.
So the Virgen of Guadalupe, which is your Virgin Mary, right? Mm-hmm. And her name in Natal, which is the fucking Aztec language and shit, was Tonantzin. So she was this mythological mother of earth. She was the goddess of sustenance, right? So she became, the mother of corn. So she was like the highest. And when the Christians came in, or the Catholics came in from Spain, they used her
to help integrate them into Christianity and Catholicism.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But you ask the average person, they don't know shit.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, Virgin Mary. She had Jesus.
Yeah, well, and you can't expect everybody to open their minds, and you can't expect everybody to, do the research or read the book, actually.
You know what's wild to me is that we really believe that, like, this white dude with, like, nice brown hair came from the Middle East. like
that image
that
of him?
need to look like, yeah, like, they don't, if that's what he looks like, he wasn't born there.
Oh, man, yeah, no. It's crazy, man. It is fucking crazy. This world is crazy. It's 2017, and people still believe that. I saw a meme today. It was Jesus with a little kid, and he said, "Hey, Timmy, you see that man over there? That man killed your mother and killed your father and killed you. But because he repented and asked for forgiveness before he died, he's here with you in heaven."
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, man. Come on. Really?
I mean, as long as you ask for forgiveness, though, you're good.
Yeah, well, and we're kind of shitting on religion. I mean, everybody's open to whatever the fuck they want to do. Preach what you preach, believe what you believe, go where you go, practice what you practice and stuff. It's not one of those things that's for me.
I mean, like I said, I believe in God. I don't limit God. So people would say, like, oh, well, I believe in God, so I don't believe in aliens. Like, bro, why do you think that God couldn't create everything? Like, God could have created a bunch of different planets with a bunch of us that are trying to figure shit out. And he didn't know we'd make it. Like, he created them because he thought we were going to fail, whatever. So, I believe in God. I don't believe in organized religion at all.
Well, see, I believe in God. I believe in something that could be known as God, a higher power, whether it be energy, whatever it is. I mean, there's something. I mean, obviously, everything is fucking energy. Everything is built out of atoms. So we're all fucking energy.
Yeah.
So, damn, yeah, definitely. It's fucking crazy, man. And I see that shit all the fucking time. And I got a 14-year-old daughter who went to Catholic school for 7th and 8th grade, and that kind of ruined her on religion. She went there and she started asking questions, and she couldn't get the answers to them. And she's a smart girl, and at 14 years old, she's already like, I'm not so sure about this whole religion thing.
Right, I swear that has to do with the way that we're raised now, and the times. Like, so I don't know if you ever listened to it. I know I've shared it, but I have another cousin who does a podcast. Shout out to the Hold Up Though podcast, right? And they were talking about how today's day and age we question shit way more than our previous generations did. And their theory behind it was that if like JFK was alive today and got shot and killed, like we wouldn't just have agreed that Lee Harvey Oswald killed him.
No, definitely not.
And the reason they got to that is they were talking about the Vegas shooting. And how it really doesn't make sense that there was only one shooter and all this other stuff. But it goes to show that, like, in today's day and age, we question stuff way more than any other generation. So,
well, it's also
if there's a generation that's going to change something. I think it's the one we're in now.
I also think it's part of the reason is we found out we've caught so many news organizations and people in lies. Even what was his name? Not Tom Brokaw. What was the dude that said he deployed and got shot at? I think it was Tom Brokaw. Peter Jennings? Was it Peter Jennings or was it Tom Brokaw? I don't know. One of the motherfuckers said they were in a fucking on the tarmac and they were getting shot out and turned out not being true. I mean, people just don't believe what the fuck they hear anymore. And I think I've touched on this pretty much every fucking episode is you have to be careful and real diligent about where you get your information from because a lot of these people will give you what Trump calls fake fucking news just because it's not even news, it's an entertainment show. So if you're getting your shit from Fox, MSNBC, CNBC, CNN, you're just picking one outlet, then you're going to be at the mercy of whatever the fuck their message is.
Yeah.
So in reality,
you always have to remember, all these news organizations, they aren't non-profit. They are a for-profit business, and they are in the market of creating revenue for their brand. So what they do is they find an audience that listens to them, and they cater to that audience to get them to continue listening. Because if you get 10 million people to listen to you every day, you don't have to try to expand off that. You have that very large pool of an audience that you can cater to, and as long as you keep those 10 million listening every day, you're able to generate revenue off that.
That's why the whole the new concept of clickbait has been around, and it's a big thing. Is people get attracted to titles, people get attracted to headlines. The same thing with news.
Hey, bro, there's not a girl named Alexis 2 miles away looking for you.
That wants to fuck now.
Shout out to the people that got that joke.
Yeah, word. Oh man, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. The veteran effect. You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. It's real talk. This is how we talk. This is how we are. You know,
I wish that was how it was in real life. You can just do and say whatever you want.
You can't. You have to be PC. But you know what? I don't really give a fuck anymore. For a while now, and I think I told somebody in class the other day. He started listening to me. He was like, "Well, you got like to talk about this." I was like, "You know what? I don't care if people get offended. I'm at the opinion of fuck your feelings. People are feeling too much and not actually approaching things with logic and with common sense. They're just going off what makes them fucking feel."
I think people are scared to offend people too much, though. Like, oh no, I can't say that because Johnny over there will get really upset. Like, bro, fuck Johnny.
Yeah, if Johnny gets upset, well, Johnny can come talk to me and tell me what the fuck upset him.
Yeah.
And I will say, respectfully, go fuck yourself.
Tell Johnny to stop being a bitch.
Pretty fucking much. Like this whole, going back to the Vegas thing, fucking Dan Blazarian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan, friend of the show. Not really. I'm trying to get friends of the show that are fucking famous so they can, you know.
I'm trying to be friends with them. Shit.
Hit me up on Instagram, give me some fucking followers. Nah, but that whole Vegas thing, he released videos and all that shit about him running away, trying to go get a gun, and later shit came out, and that Dakota, the fucking Medal of Honor winner, fucking was talking shit to him about, you know, being fake or whatever, and he came back and he was like, oh, you know, I want to apologize to everybody who was really offended. Not really. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, he didn't care what y'all thought.
No, he didn't. And then later, video got released of this motherfucker trying to get a gun from a cop. Like, hey, give me a gun. I'm a fucking volunteer cop. And the cop was, get the fuck out of here. He's like, dude, give me a gun. I can help. So I was like, just goes to show you really don't know what the fuck is going on. People just make assumptions.
Not only did he ask for the gun, though, he tried to grab it. Like, he was like, tapped it, like, yo, let me get that. The cop was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. Get the fuck away from me.
Yo, but I mean, most people would be like, nah, save me, protect me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to give that dude, you know, some type of recognition.
Yeah, definitely at first they were saying that he was running away, whatever, and then the video shows that he wasn't, so.
Yeah. So, it just goes to show you, man. And I have mad respect for that dude for after seeing that and shit. At first, I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Because I follow him, and the dude's interested in this shit, and I've heard he's been on podcasts and shit before, and I've listened to him talk, and he's got a fucking interesting way of thinking and shit. But
he's one of those people, though. I mean, old money, bro.
Nah, he made his money doing betting on the fucking playing poker.
Nah, not him. He got daddy's money.
Did he?
Yeah, that's daddy's money.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I misunderstood. But anyways, it don't fucking matter. I don't give a shit if it's old money, new money. It don't fucking matter.
Old money, new money. You got money and I don't.
It's not even money. It's character. It's the content of character. I don't give a fuck about what you have, what you don't have. It's your character, man. You could be a billionaire and you're a shitty fucking human. Or you could be the poorest motherfucker and be the best human ever. It's your content.
No, that is true. I mean, like, he definitely was running out, trying to help, so a lot of other people weren't doing that.
Yeah, so shout out to him.
Shit, I would have been running. Like, fuck y'all.
Well, if I lived out there, I'd have had something.
I'm just kidding. You would be way too fast on me. Like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. No, but, I mean, if I was out there, I'd have had something in the fucking truck, too. I'd have been like, what's up? Like, if I'm in Vegas, I'm going to have something in my truck at all times.
Isn't Vegas an open carry state?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're gonna hear hella shit in the background right now, so I apologize.
It's all good, man. We got to wrap it up anyway, so I got to
Hey,
get
don't you gotta go to work?
Yeah, I got to get my ass to... We're doing a karaoke night tonight, so it's the first time I got to be there and manage shit.
You gonna be singing or what?
Yeah, buddy, don't break
That's what
my
I'm talking
heart.
about.
American soldier.
Soldier. That's what I was about to say.
Word. So I
We'll
definitely
walk back.
appreciate having you on, and go ahead and drop your podcast one more time, man.
Hey, look. If you're ever looking for us, you can find us on Twitter at Oh shit! I almost spelled. UNED Experts at Uneducated Experts. Instagram is the Uneducated Experts. YouTube is just search Uneducated Experts. Facebook / Uneducated Experts. Go to tuning.com, Stitcher, iTunes, Podcast Addict, Uneducated Experts. What else I get? At the very least, just Google us, bruh. Google the Uneducated Experts, you'll find us there.
There you go. You heard it from the man, Mink himself, the man, the myth, the fucking other half of Brandon Jones.
The good half.
All right, man. Well, definitely appreciate you coming on, and we're going to have to do this again sometime, man.
I bet, bro. Appreciate it.